Listen closely, because what I'm about to share with you may completely change the way you understand female attraction. Most men have no idea when a woman is deeply drawn to them. They misread signals. They overthink simple moments. They assume attraction is complicated, when in reality, psychology shows that a woman's true interest appears in a few, very subtle behaviors. These signs aren't dramatic, they aren't loud, and they're never desperate. They are natural, instinctive responses that reveal something deeper. A quiet, emotional pull she doesn't always admit openly. Today, I'll walk you through 5 powerful psychological signs that a woman feels a real connection with you. Signs that show you're on her mind. Signs that show you matter more than you think. And signs that are emotionally healthy, never manipulative. Let's begin. Sign number 1. She becomes more attentive around you. When a woman is deeply attracted to someone, her awareness sharpens. Research shows that attraction increases focus and sensory attention. She notices your tone, your expressions, the small changes in your mood. This isn't about obsession, it's about emotional presence. She remembers details you barely recall mentioning. Your favorite drink, the story you told days ago, the little preferences most people overlook. She listens with her whole attention. She responds thoughtfully. She asks questions that show she truly cares. This is her brain communicating something silently. Your presence matters to me. I feel emotionally safe with you. I want to understand you. Psychologically speaking, this attentiveness is powered by increased dopamine activity, the same chemical responsible for curiosity and excitement. When she focuses on you deeply, it means you stimulate her emotionally, and that is one of the strongest signs of genuine attraction. Sign number 2. Her body language softens when you're near. Attraction is rarely expressed through words. It's expressed through posture, movement, subtle physical cues she's often not even aware of. A woman who's drawn to you will show relaxed, open body language. Her shoulders drop, her eyes soften, her face brightens the moment you appear. She unconsciously mirrors your movements. She leans in slightly when you talk. She may touch her hair or adjust her clothes without even thinking about it. These behaviors come from the brain's limbic system, the emotional center that reacts instantly before logic steps in. And here's something most men miss. When a woman feels comfortable and safe with you, her body becomes more expressive. Her voice becomes warmer. Her smile becomes genuine and unforced. Psychology calls this affiliative behavior, the body's natural way of saying, I trust you. I feel drawn to you. I feel connected. If her body relaxes around you, that's not an accident. It's attraction speaking silently. Sign number 3. She makes small efforts that seem innocent, but mean everything. Deep attraction rarely shows up through grand gestures. Instead, it appears in the smallest, most meaningful ways. She checks on you. She asks how your day was. She sends something funny because she wanted to make you smile. These efforts are subtle, but psychology calls them emotional bids, attempts to build connection. A woman who doesn't care won't initiate contact. A woman who feels something deeper will look for small ways to stay in your world. She may not text paragraphs. She may not confess her feelings, but she will show consistency, warmth, initiation. Because here's the truth. Emotional effort is never random. People invest where their heart leans. If she puts in effort, even quietly, you mean something to her. Sign number 4. She shares her inner world with you. A woman may laugh with many, talk with many, but she opens up to only a few. When she likes you deeply, she lets you into spaces she keeps hidden from others. She talks about her dreams, her fears, her stress, her childhood memories, her long-term hopes. This is more than conversation. This is emotional trust. Psychology calls it self-disclosure, and it is one of the strongest signs of emotional attachment. When she feels drawn to you, you become the person with whom she feels safe being real. No mask, no performance, just honesty. She doesn't do this because she wants attention. She does it because your presence makes her feel emotionally held. Women don't open their hearts to men they don't care about. When she lets you in, she is offering something fragile and sincere, a piece of her inner world. Sign number 5. Her energy changes when you pull back. This sign is subtle, but incredibly revealing. When a woman feels genuinely attracted, she becomes more emotionally aware of your presence and your absence. If you become quieter, if you take longer to reply, if you seem distant, she notices, and her behavior shifts. She may check in more often. She may ask if everything's okay. She may look slightly unsure, as if something feels missing. Psychologists call this attachment activation, the emotional system that reacts when someone important feels further away. This doesn't mean she's insecure. It means you matter enough for her to sense the change. When she values you deeply, your absence creates an emotional gap, a softness in her tone, a slight increase in care, a gentle concern she cannot hide, and that, more than anything, reveals her true feelings. Final thoughts. What these signs really mean. Attraction isn't loud, it isn't dramatic, it isn't impulsive. True attraction is gentle, steady, and emotionally healthy. It shows up in her attention, her body language, her small efforts, her emotional openness, her response to your distance. These behaviors are not manipulation. They are natural psychological responses born from genuine connection. The key is to recognize them with maturity and respond with respect. Because when a woman is deeply attracted, she reveals her heart in quiet, meaningful ways. Not through pressure, not through games, but through presence, softness, and emotional honesty. And if you're aware enough to see these signs, you'll understand her feelings more clearly than most men ever will.